In question 3.2, we need to assess what type of pattern we have so that we can get the nth term for this pattern. So let's have a look what's going on with this pattern. So we can see I add 3 to get from -1 to 2. Add 3 again. Add 3 again. So it's got a constant first difference, which tells us that this is a linear pattern. And there's two methods we can use to get the nth term. I'm going to go through both of them. So in method 1, we start off with a generic formula, dn plus c. Now, to get the c value, you have to take term 1 minus the difference of 3. So we're going to fill those in quickly. So term 1 is just -1, and the difference is 3. -1 minus 3 will give me this -4 over here. And now we can pop it into c's place. And this d over here, we replace it with our constant first difference of 3. So let's go ahead and make those changes. And then there's my nth term. It's 3n minus 4. You can see the c's came from these orange guys here, and the d's came from the green guys over here. And method 2 is more using a metric formula. So this you get introduced to in metric, but you are still allowed to use it in grade 11. Bear in mind these ticks and crosses that show you when it's on or off the formula sheet. That is for a metric formula sheet. Okay, so A is a placeholder for the first term. The first term is -1, so let's pop it in quickly. Now when you're getting the nth term, you leave this n here, so do not touch this n. And then the constant first difference, we have that to be 3. So we're going to change this d to a 3, which I like to keep in brackets so that it helps remind me I've got to distribute. And we're going to do exactly that. We're going to distribute that 3 inside of there, the -1 chills, and I get +3 in -3. Then I've got like terms here. -1 minus 3 gives us -4, my China bean. So we circle back to the same place and we get the same answer. So this one is a very good one to get used to. It's going to help you out in metric. I would recommend going down method 2's path and having a look where your 4 marks come from. If you had the answer only, you'd get 4 marks. And then for this method, the value of D3 will get you a mark. Substitution into this formula will get you a mark. The value of C to be -4 gets you a mark, as well as the answer gets you the 4th mark. And now we need to find out which term of the pattern will be equal to 161. So using our rule that we got from the previous question, we've got to remember that Tn is a placeholder for the term value. And this 161 is a term value because the term is equal to it. So I'm just going to replace this with 161. And after we make that change, it's just like solve for x. So to isolate n, we've got to take this -4 over to the other side of the equal sign. It's going to become +4. 161 plus 4 is 165. This 3n doesn't change, so he stays the same. Now I need to get rid of this 3 to get n on its own. And to do that, I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And then they cancel over there. And 165 divided by 3. Let's ask Uncle to step in here, brother. Alright, how's it put? 165 divided by 3, 55. Okay, thank you, brother. So now we know that n is 55. And your 2 marks are awarded over here for your substitution of 161 in the right place, as well as your final answer of 55.